that you will never suffer either more or less than 3 brethren to be exalted in your chapter at one and the same time.
Thank you.
That you will not exalt anyone to this degree who has not shown a charitable and humane disposition, or who has not made considerable proficiency in the degrees.
Thank you.
That you will promote the general good of our order, and on all proper occasions be ready to give and receive instruction, particularly from the general and state grand officers.
Thank you.
That, to the utmost of your power, you will preserve the solemnities of our ceremonies, and behave in open chapter with the most profound respect and reverence as an example to your companions.
Thank you.
That you will not acknowledge or have intercourse with any chapter that does not work under a constitutional warrant, charter, or dispensation. That you will,
Oops, sorry.
that you will not admit any visitor into your chapter who has not been exalted in a chapter not legally constituted without his first being formally healed. That you will observe and support such bylaws as may be made by your chapter in conformity to the Constitution and general regulations of the Grand Chapter. That you will pay due respect and obedience to the instructions of the general and state grand officers, particularly relating to the several lectures and charges, and will resign a chair to them severally when they visit your chapter. That you will support and observe the Constitution and general regulations of the Grand Royal Arch Chapter, under whose authority you act. That you will bind your successor in office to the observation of the same rules. You submit to all these, and you promise to observe and practice them faithfully.
I do.
Now you do have to have High Priest elect kneel. We will now be led in prayer for the chapter.
Most holy and glorious Lord God, great high priest of heaven and earth, we approach thee with reverence and implore thy blessing on the companion elected to preside over this chapter. And now prostrate before thee with thy fear, that his tongue and his actions may pronounce thy glory. Make him steadfast in thy service. Grant him firmness of mind. Animate his heart and strengthen his endeavors. May he teach thy judgments and thy laws, and may the incense he shall put before thee upon thy altar prove an acceptable sacrifice unto thee. Bless him, O Lord, and bless the work of his hands. Accept us in mercy, hear thou from heaven, thy dwelling place, and forgive our transgressions. Amen.
So it be. High Priest may rise, and brethren, companions may be seated. Companion captain of the host, conduct the High Priest elect. Excellent companion. In consequence of your cheerful acquiescence to the charges which you have heard recited, you were qualified for installation as the High Priest of this Royal Arch Chapter, and you are now invested with the insignia of your office. The High Priest of every chapter has it in his special charge to see that the bylaws of his chapter and all the regulations of the Grand Chapter, as well as the General Royal Arch Constitution, are duly observed. That all the officers of his chapter perform the duties of their respective offices with fidelity, and are examples of diligence and industries to their companions. That true and accurate records of all the proceedings of the chapter are kept by the Secretary. That the Treasurer keeps and renders exact and just accounts of all the money and other property belonging to the chapter. That regular returns be made to the Grand Chapter annually, and that the annual dues to the Grand Chapter be regularly and punctually paid. He has the right and authority to call the chapter together at pleasure, upon any emergency or occurrence which, in his judgment, may require its meeting. It is his privilege and duty, together with the king and scribe, to attend the meetings of the Grand Chapter, either in person or by proxy, and the well-being of the institution requires that this duty should on no occasion be omitted. Okay. I now deliver into your hands the warrant under which you are to work. You will receive it as a sacred deposit, and never permit it to be used for any purposes other than those expressed in it. I present to you the Book of the Law, the great light in every degree of masonry. I present to you with the Constitution and general regulations of the Grand Royal Chapter of the State of New Jersey, and also with the bylaws of your chapter. You will cause all of these to be frequently read and punctually observed. I present you with the gavel, the potent emblem of Masonic authority. I trust that in your hands its mandates will not be unheeded, for it should never sound in vain. Companions of Corinthians chapter number 57, behold your high priest. Let us salute him with the honors, taking time for the captain of the host, and these are the public grand honors for Royal Arch.
Excellent High Priest, I present to you companion George Mathis to be installed as king of this chapter.
Companion Mathis, you have been elected king of this chapter and are now invested with the insignia of your office. The important station to which you are elected in this chapter requires from you exemplary conduct. Its duties demand your most assiduous attention. You are to second and support your chief in all the requirements of his office. And should casualties at any time prevent his attendance, you are to assume his place and perform his duties. Your badge, the level, should remind you that although you are the representative of the king and exalted by office above your companions, yet that you remain on a level with them as respects your duty to God, your neighbor, and yourself. That you are equally bound with them to be obedient to the laws and ordinances of the institution, to be charitable, humane, and just, and to seek every occasion of doing good. You are entitled to the second seat in the council of your companions. Let the bright example of your illustrious predecessor in the Grand Council of Jerusalem stimulate you to the faithful discharge of your duties. And when the King shall summon you into his immediate presence, may you receive a crown of glory from his hand, a crown which shall never fade away. Companion Norm has previously been installed excellent scribe, so he does not need to be reinstalled, nor do I as treasurer, nor right excellent Howie as secretary. Companion Sorowitz is not present. We do not install proxy, so we will wait until the next meeting.
Excellent High Priest, I present to you companion Jeremy Governor to be installed as principal sojourner of this chapter.
I'm sorry. My bad. Companion Governor, you have been elected principal sojourner of this chapter and now invested with the insignia of your office. Your office corresponds to that of senior deacon in the preparatory degrees. Among the duties required of you, the preparation and presentation of candidates is not the least important. As in the intercourse and our intercourse with the world, experience teaches that first impressions are often the most durable and difficult to eradicate. So it is of great importance that in all cases these impressions should be correct and just. Hence it is essential that the officer who brings the blind by the way they knew not, and leads them a path they have not known, should always be well qualified to make darkness light before them and crooked things straight. Your past exertions will be considered as a pledge of your faith, of your future assiduity in the faithful performance of your duties. Conducted to the seat. So Companion Moy will be the pro tem captain of the house.
Excellent High Priest, I present Francesco Pugliese to be installed captain of the host of this chapter, Royal Arch Captain of this chapter.
Thank you, please. You've been elected Royal Arch Captain of this chapter and are now invested with the insignia of your office. And armed with a sword. Your office corresponds to that of junior deacon in preparatory degree. It is your province, together with the captain of the host, to attend to the examination of visitors. Take care that none are permitted to enter the chapter, but such as have traveled the rugged path of trial and have evinced their title to our favor and friendship. You will be attentive to obey the commands of the captain of the host during the introduction of strangers among the workmen, who, having passed your post, are to be introduced by him into the presence of the Grand Council. The white banner entrusted to your care is emblematical of that purity of heart and rectitude of conduct, which ought to actuate all those who pass the white veil in the sanctuary. I give it to you strictly in charge, never to suffer anyone to pass your post without the signet of truth.
Excellent High Priest, I present to you companion of Sandar Cover, to be installed Grand Master of Terabel.
Daniel Coker, you are now presented with the insignia of your office and placed in charge of the Scarlet Banner, the ensign of your office. And armed with a sword to protect and defend the Senate. The rich and beautiful color of your banner is emblematical of fervency and zeal. It is the appropriate color of the Royal Arch degree. It admonishes us that we should be fervent in the exercise of our devotion to God and zealous in our endeavors to promote the happiness of man.
Excellent High Priest, I present to you companion Gabe Georgian to be installed Grand Master of the Second Mill.
Companion Georgian, you are now presented with the insignia of your office and placed in charge of the purple banner, the ensign of your office. And armed with a sword to enable you to maintain its honor. The color of your banner is produced by a new mixture of blue and scarlet, the former of which is the characteristic color of the symbolic or first degrees of Masonry, and the latter that of the Royal Arch degree. It is an emblem of union and is the characteristic color of the intermediate degrees. It admonishes us to cultivate and improve that spirit of union and harmony between the brethren of the symbolic degrees and the companions of the sublime degrees, which should ever distinguish the members of a society founded upon the principles of everlasting truth and universal philanthropy. Excellent, High Priest. Having been honored with the three separates of the members of this chapter, you are elected to the most important office which is within your power to bestow. This expression of their esteem and respect should draw from you corresponding sensations, and you should repay the conspicuous honor they conferred upon you by an honorable and faithful discharge of the duties of your office. You have accepted a trust to which is attached a weight of responsibility, and will require all your efforts to discharge honorably to yourself and satisfactorily to the chapter. Companions, the exercise and management of the sublime degrees of Masonry in your chapter are so highly appreciated, and the good reputation of the chapter is so well established, that these considerations alone would be sufficient to induce you to preserve and maintain this valuable and honorable character. May your chapter become beautiful as the temple, peaceful as the ark, and sacred as its most holy place. May your oblations of piety and praise be grateful as the incense, your love warm as its flame, and your charity diffusive as its fragrance. May your hearts be pure as the altar, and your conduct acceptable as the offering. May the exercise of your charity be as constant as the returning wants of the distressed widow and helpless orphan. May the approbation of heaven be your encouragement, and the testimony of the good conscience your support. May you be endowed with every good and perfect gift while traveling the rugged path of life, and finally be admitted within the veil of heaven, to the full enjoyment of life eternal. So mote it be. Rather normally we would have a proclamation, but since we have not completed all the installation, we will defer, but the chaplain can lead us in prayer this time.
O thou supreme architect of the universe, the creator and preserver of all mankind, most humbly do we beseech thee to look down with an eye of favor upon this chapter, now assembled before thee. Bless these companions, thy servants, who have been invested with the power and authority to govern this chapter for the ensuing years. Grant them wisdom and strength in their many endeavors. Make them steadfast, zealous, and faithful in the course of the royal archmasonry. And grant our wish that every transaction of this chapter may rebound to thy honor and glory. Fill our hearts with truth and love, that we may joyfully do their will. Amen.
So it is. I now officially present you with the member of your assigned authority to wield as you see fit, and let me thank you for the great honor of being able to install you in your officers. It's an honor and a pleasure, and an honor which you have never deserved. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mike. Well, I believe that I am the only person standing between you and cannolis and coffee, with the exception of the District Deputy Grantham Priest, who I know, hearing that, he will be equally brief. I wish to thank the members of Corinthian chapter for making this evening necessary. I want to thank our excellent companion Jeremy for leading us through a year successfully. I want to thank Frank, because without Frank I wouldn't be standing here. And I want to thank our secretary, right excellent companion Howie, and our treasurer, right excellent companion David. David, I've got to sit alongside for the better part of 6 or 7 years. And Howie has just been a light in Masonry in general and Raw Masonry specifically. To the officers that have elected to take chairs, I thank you very much. And we'll strive to make sure that we all, including myself, know how to open the chapter next month. To those that are repeating, thank you. I want to acknowledge, because my predecessor did, my good friend and companion, excellent companion Ryan Moy, the sitting excellent High Priest of Lafayette chapter, and he's accompanied tonight by excellent companion musical Bruce Gant, who past High Priest of Lafayette chapter. Thank you for coming tonight. To our right excellent companion Companions, thank you for taking the time to attend my installation this evening. It was an honor to have you. And with that, I would like to call excellent companion, past high priest Jeremy, to the east. Jeremy, I present you with your past high priest apron, which is a real symbol of your dedication to the craft. You will wear it in good health and with honor for the tournament. Thank you. You're welcome. I don't think I have anything else to present. No. So at this point, I would like to ask the district.
Unless you want to present your secretary with a nice monetary gift. Just say it, just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there.
As soon as my ship comes in and doesn't sink at port, right excellent. Right excellent District Deputy Grand High Priest, would you approach the east? My pleasure. In token of fidelity to the Grand Lodge and Fielding, to yourself and to the most excellent Grand High Priest who you represent, I bring you the gavel of Corinthian chapter to wield as you see fit. Hopefully, that you will close.
Thank you, Mr. High Priest. Companions, good evening.
Good evening.
I just want to extend a congratulations from the most excellent Grand High Priest to all the elected officers of Corinthian chapter, and from myself, a heartfelt congratulations to you all. I look forward to working with you all this year. I know you'll do great jobs. I know each and every one of you, so I have no doubt. I have great future for Corinthian chapter. I'll be brief. I'm going to close quickly, but I do have one little bit of business that I have to attend to before we close. So if you just bear with me 1 second. I'll grab that. Jeremy, don't sit down yet.
So Jeremy,
All the high priests do get every year a certificate of appreciation from most excellent Grand High Priest and from the Grand Chapter of the State of New Jersey. You are no different. So this one here reads, this certificate proudly presented to excellent companion Jeremy Goverdale in recognition of his service as High Priest of Corinthian Chapter number 57 during the year 2025. In testimony that I hereby set by hand and affix the seal of the Grand Chapter of this, the first day of January 2556, which is Civil Calendar 2026. I can present this to you, Jeremy, and congratulations. Okay, companions. Companions, by virtue of dispensation granted to me by the most excellent Grand High Priest of the Grand Royal Arch Chapter of the State of New Jersey, Craig Applebaum, I hereby declare Corinthian Chapter number 57 now closed. Companion Chaplain, can you read us in a closing prayer, please?
By the wisdom of the Supreme High Priest, may we be directed. By his strength, may we be enabled. By the beauty of virtue, may we be incited to perform the obligations here enjoined on us. Keep inviolable the mysteries here unfolded to us, and invariably to practice all those duties of the chapter which are inculcated in it. Amen.
So mote it be.
Companion Captain of the Host. Anybody else? Companions, again, thank you for coming out and attending your chapter this evening. I'm sure there's coffee and cake waiting for us, so, thank you.
Companions, don't take that off yet, Jeremy. We're gonna take a picture. So, will the officers please assemble in the east? So no one.
Hold on. Say yay. God, why is this so close? Why can't I fix
And the
this?
rest of you fill in where you belong.
Somebody filter it, get a little triangle thing going. Guys, don't block there. You're a husband now. So far, get up there. Dougie, get up there. No. Howie, you should be down here with Michael. Yeah. Guys, step down. That's a weird place to be. Guys, come on. Just get it. Get in where you're good. Boy, you remember the chapter that's 20 years. You still remember. Come on, Rick. And then somebody switch out with Adam.
Look this way, but don't actually look this way.
Or somebody switch with Adam.
No, we don't want to do it. Yeah, I'll just throw you over the air.
All right, please, the guys in the middle. Put the lodge room back the way it belongs for.
Hi guys, thanks for popping in. Why is this so close? I can't get it to change. Alright, who's here? Let's see. SK, hello. Traveling Whitcombs, hello. Diane, Fatma, Linda, Rob. Traveling Whitcombs, hello, hello. Welcome to the live stream. Hope you enjoyed that little. And that makes it official. What's going on, everybody? Hope you enjoyed that. That was Jim being installed as the high priest. Puba, yes. No, they're done. They're just cleaning up the lodge room. But, yeah, I just, like, they were going on for like 5 minutes before I decided to push live. So, do you know what? Let me just do it. So, as you can tell, Royal Arch is not as, it's a small chapter, so they don't have like as many people as what you guys saw the other night. The Jeep is at home, Linda. The Jeep is sleeping. The Impala is here. Right there. I am the only girl here tonight. Nobody else's other half came, even though they were allowed. So, it's not raining anymore. Yeah, I don't mean normally, from what he told me. This isn't an open installation. He asked me if I wanted to go, and I said of course. So he officially made it open, but I guess they're just so used to not showing up that they just don't show up. Yeah, he's the secretary of the Blue Lodge, the one that you saw the other night. And he is the high priest of the Red Lodge, which is Royal Arch, of this one. You know how many freaking Masonic organizations there is? Hey, Larkspur. We do have cannoli. Cannoli are in the fridge. Cannoli are in the fridge. So, Jim was the one that had to order the food, so he ordered cannoli, of course. I'm sorry, Rob, you can't have everything. So yeah, there's a Jeep if you want to see a Jeep. It's not really a Jeep. This is the extended warranty on the installation, right? No, I'm pretty sure he's good for a year, Rob, at least. On the warranty that he has. No, I know it's not the same, right? That is not a Jeep. SK's getting snow tomorrow night, Friday and Saturday. Who told the weather that it's February? Right?
Yep. No, I'm good.
Look, they have the cool heater things that they turn on. The propane. And you can have heat. Believe me, from what he says, they sit out here and smoke cigars in the wintertime. So, I need one of these for the campground, I think. Maybe we should get like 3 or 4 of them. For campfire, yeah. On those really chilly nights, I could just turn that on and stay warm. The propane head cookers of doom, yeah. That's what they are. They feel good, though. They work. They do the job. Let me see if I can grab him so you guys can say hello. Go back inside.
That's usually the transition.
Much better bar.
Nope, that's a kitchen. Where'd he go? Let's see.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Babe.
What?
People want to say hi.
Hi. I am duly installed. I'm gonna have cannoli now. Who's this? Oh, you did that? Oh, I didn't know you were doing that.
Last minute decision.
Oh.
They all say congratulations.
Who's all?
SK, Diane, Rob, Linda,
Oh.
Lark's,
Doesn't change his mind on that,
Larkspur.
It's my grandfather, it's a good wearing.
SK says go away, Rob. They want to see the cannoli. They want proof. They want proof that it's here.
Somebody must have taken it out. Must be on the counter.
Oh no, stolen cannoli. Stolen cannoli.
You know what, my shirt will screw me up, but I.
Stolen cannoli.
And then he's like.
Where?
Extreme cannoli close up. No, these are just regular cannoli.
Take two, they're small.
I know. Pocket cannoli. Oh, it's Christopher. Christopher doesn't love us anymore. He doesn't hang out. Babe, how many did you order? Linda wants to know. She's like 3 dozen. Yeah, enough for 40,
I
right?
told him 40.
Yep, 3 dozen. You're right.
I'm ready to rock.
This one's got.
Setting up a live feed down in the morning.
No. I'm not having a problem doing it here. I don't
Wow.
want to worry about that being in the east, when the feed going through.
They have chocolate chips in them, Cascade. Yeah.
Parlor room or downstairs?
We already went to Dunkin', Rob. I already had my Dunkin' for the day.
I heard this one calling my name.
That specific one?
Yeah, that's specific one.
Oh, okay. That's good, but I still need chocolate chips. At least they're fresh.
Remember, for here,
Crunch. That's a fresh cannoli. Where's my soda? Lion, you need to have like 12 cannoli.
I can deal with that. You know I can deal with that.
Sorry, Rob. Time to pill a cat. Don't worry, Rob. There will be Jeep adventures. Night, SK. There will be Jeep adventures. As soon as we find out when the first trail ride is. Probably not till next year. Look, Rob. I can give you the finger again, you know. Hi, Rob. I can't open my soda. I don't have any nails. When in doubt, use a nail file. Or a nail clipper, I should say. These things do more than just clip your nails. They're a very versatile tool. Especially when you have arthritic fingers. Hold on. Okay, there we go. No Timmy time. Even his imaginary friends can't locate him. Exactly, Larkspur. Exactly. Like anytime you need a finger, just call me up. No nails, but you carry a nail. It's a nail clipper. My line of work, long nails don't work. And I've never been a long nail type of person, so. Well, I've seen that bird. Yeah, yes.
Mrs. Doubtfire had one of these.
What can I say? No nails.
They go downstairs and say, shit, wrong one, took that one out. Anyhow, look at that. Turns out, it knocked off the power there, but it's like TFI, and it's still in the building garage.
I wonder if I go back to the hand doctor, the guy that did my carpal tunnel surgery, if he could like shave down the arthritis in my finger. I wonder if they can like shave that down.
And then they ran, when he ran the line, he put on electricity, and it now, outlet like usually right there, so you hook up the Verizon coming in. So here it knocked off the so here.
You're right.
From my work over to Verizon back here to get that going. So I was gonna call you up and say, you do hospitals? So what you doing?
So done with you, Rob. I am done with you. Done. Come get your damn weather. Pineapple feet? What is this problem?
Here's the beach. It's here. So there's nothing to attack him. He didn't let it out. So he wasn't getting real heavy, because I had to walk. You got a piece like this thick. Cut it out square, mount it down here, and ran through it. And put it into the car. I was the guy was different. Yeah, he did it. He said, well, I said,
Tomorrow's Taco Thursday.
now, I got
But I'm going to let you all go now. Thanks for hanging out and watching the installation. And haven't figured out if I'm painting tomorrow. But if I do, we'll see you then. If not, we'll see you Friday. Don't do anything that we wouldn't do. And if you do, blame it on Rob. All day. All the blame on Rob.
Believe me, you don't want to know.